you. My questions are around wondering how we're addressing the problem of destruction of existing housing stock. I guess the best way, character homes, homes going back to the 1940s, meet the greenest city goals to mitigate the climate crisis since they are built of natural materials, and replacing them with new materials is not particularly green. So I'm wondering what, if anything, is being done in acknowledgement. A lot of these houses, thousands of them have ended up in landfill, and I'm wondering how that's being addressed.
We do have a couple of programs to help address that issue, and I'll ask Brad Bedelt from our sustainability team to come up and speak to it.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. To your question, Councillor Hardwick, last year we expanded our green demo bylaw to require deconstruction for pre-1910 homes, and deconstruction is essentially taking the home apart, and what it does is it ensures we get better salvage and reuse of the materials. What we're hoping to do is to expand that requirement over time as the industry adjusts to it. The other piece that we're just about to launch is a deconstruction hub. It's been a missing piece for our deconstruction program. Again, a physical space independent outside of the city, but that serves as a place where materials can go to and be reused and salvaged. All of this also serves as a disincentive as well to tear down the house in the first place.
Well, let's expand a little bit on the disincentive part of that discussion. I know that the Character Home Review has in the past looked at incentivizing additional FSR, additional density on sites in acknowledgement of preserving character and heritage houses. Could you elaborate any on that approach? As I understand it, there's been a carrot and a stick. A carrot to encourage people to maintain the houses and expand on them, as opposed to not so much the stick of tearing them down and replacing them with new houses with new materials. So I'm interested in what's happening there on both those fronts to try and create a balance, and certainly past 1910, right up through the 50s.
Thank you. We'll ask Gil Kelley, our General Manager of Planning, to speak to that.
Thank you. Gil Kelley, General Manager, Planning, Urban Design, Sustainability. We sent a recent memo to Council kind of updating you on the progress there, and we'll continue to do that. I think the larger question you raised about whether there ought to be further disincentives than incentives is one that we want to explore through the city plan work coming forward.
Okay, because we still see regular, I'm sure all of Council receives notes regularly about more and more of our older housing stock being destroyed and replaced by other single-family dwellings. So as long as that's front and center in both the Planning Department and the Greenest City initiatives, you're telling me yes to the answer to my question is yes, that is front of mind.
Yeah, of course it's complicated, but yes, it is front of mind.
Thank you.